Well, hello everyone, and thank you for joining me for the Life Coach Office open call for August 2017. Can you believe that it's August? I cannot believe that it's August already. I am, of course, Kim Horvath, and I am responsible for all things customer service with Life Coach Office. As you know, we are a part of the parent company, Universal Coaching Systems, and I'm really excited that you're here today. I have a number of things to go over. Quite frankly, I don't even know if we're going to get to all of them in this hour, but I will get to as many things as I can. I've had a very busy customer service month, very busy. Lots of questions, a few of them repetitive and a few of them brand new. So I'm looking forward to sharing with you some of the answers, and some of the questions actually caused me to actually go in and see what we could do as workarounds for you guys. And you know how I'm always excited to bring you a workaround for something that the system's not yet able to do exactly the way you'd like to, but it allows you to still get what it is that you're trying to do done. So I'm going to start off with a question. Honestly, I am asked this question at least 4 to 5 times a week in the past 2 months. So I said, you know, if I'm asked this question a lot, it must not be obvious. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to help you guys out by showing you how simple this is. The question is, how do I link Life Coach Office to my website? Okay, and so this is a question I get all the time, and it's not always from someone who doesn't yet have the system. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that. As you all know, we have the ability to brand Life Coach Office to our coaching businesses simply by going to the settings area here and then going to the branding area. And when you pull that up, you have all kinds of options. So as you can see, my screen here has the yellow background. It has the Universal Coaching Systems logo here. And that is branded so that it looks like Universal Coaching Systems. But let's say I wanted to highlight the blue in the background instead of the yellow. I'm going to show you how to do that. So basically, when you click on branding, you go into the edit area. And I'm simply going to change the background color to the teal. Yes, okay, to the teal. And click submit. And it's still gold. Why is it still gold? Hold on a second. Oh, I think I know why. Because I did this. Do you see how wonderful that is? You could pick any color you want. You really can get an exact match. If you know the number to the color that you are using in your background, in your logo, or for your business, you really can get any color that you want. This grid represents all of the colors of the rainbow and all of the colors that are used universally for digital color. So I love the fact that Life Coach Office offers that to you. I'm going to try to play with this a little bit. Okay. Let's see how closely I can get that to that. And let's see if it's going to allow me to do it. There you go. You see that? It's not an exact match because I don't know the exact numbers, but you get the gist. This is how you change the branding. I'm going to change it again, actually. That's what happens when you change the color. You get that nice smooth color. And now I'm going to change it to the teal. And there you have it. Very, very simple. You see, when you go in and you edit it, and I want to go back in here so you can see it. And you choose underneath where it says background texture, and it gives you the options of these colors here. They will all come up with this background that has that design. So if you like that design and you'd like to use that, maybe your logo is really just words and not an actual picture, and you'd like to put some texture into your Life Coach Office account, feel free to do that. I'll show it to you in one more color so that you can see what it looks like. Let's choose the hot pink. Why not? Right? Click submit, and it's just that easy. It changes the color for you. Your logo, you'll find that when you're using Life Coach Office that, you know, a lot of the way we do things is repetitive. It says choose file, you simply click It's going to go into your system here and allow you to choose the file from anywhere in your desktop. Okay, I'm not going to change it, but wherever you have your logo in your desktop, or even if it's an online link, you can do that. Pull it up, change the picture, crop the picture, and then you'll have your picture there for you. Now, once you click submit, and I'm not going to do that because I don't want it to be that pink color, I'm just going to hit cancel. And oh, I already did. All right, hold on a second. I really don't want it to be that pink color. Hold on a sec. I clicked the wrong thing here. Let's go back. Okay, so once you actually change your branding, you get your branding to be what it is that you'd like it to be. Then you can just simply pull up your branded link. And it's as simple as just scrolling down, and you see this client, branded client logon URL. This is your branded link. Okay, what you would do with that, you would copy that and you would paste that into your program that you're using for your website. You can put that into an email or email marketing program if you want, so that people can click and just log on to your specific site and not into Life Coach Office. So I'm going to show you what that looks like by going to my website. Okay, I first have to log out, because if I don't, what will happen is that it's going to look like Life Coach Offices. So okay, so going to my website, and what I did was I copied my branded link into the website, into a button, and you're going to see what that looks like when we click on it. If it would just come up. Things always happen quite odd when I'm on a webinar with you guys. So see here, it says member login. So that really is just a button on my home page, and I have the HTML code that I just showed you how to copy linked to that, so that when I click it, it takes you to my branded page for my Life Coach Office account. The same is true if I had the link embedded for your account or someone else's account. The same exact thing would happen. Your person gets to sign on to your Life Coach Office account. They don't know that it is another system. And what's great about this, when they sign in this way, when they sign out, and the page that they see is still your branded Life Coach Office account. So it's you all the way around. Isn't that awesome? I love that about Life Coach Office. So just know that that is exactly how you do it. It's very, very easy. The same is true for any kind of other links that we have. And I think I have a question about that we'll check into later. But that's how you do it. Okay, so that's how you link that into your website or any email marketing, any kind of email that you're sending out. You can send that link, and then people will be able to log in directly to your Life Coach Office account. All right, so my next question, and oh, please, of course, if you have questions, put them in the chat area. I'm going to be checking the chat area periodically, and I'll be answering as many of those questions as possible during our time today. Okay, so the next question that I get often is about using the calendar. Oh my goodness, I get so many questions about using the calendar. It's interesting, quite frankly, lately. Where am I? What happened there? There we go. Okay, so I want to talk to you about what the calendar is, what the calendar is not, and how you can best utilize the calendar, okay? So let's just go over to the calendar. And remember, you can click either along this line here or the status bar there, or you can click the icon. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's going to take you to the same exact space. And the great thing about Life Coach Office, if you don't know, what your clients see is almost identical to what you see. So the way they operate the system is exactly the same way that you operate the system. There's just a few differences between what you see and what they see. I'm showing you from the coach's point of view, okay? Now, let's just take a look at the calendar and you can see what it is. The calendar basically is your calendar, and it's going to show you what meetings that you have for the month. So here is a meeting that I had on the 9th of August with Dave Smith. You know, Dave is here every month with us. This was a meeting that was set aside for Dave, okay? Same thing here, okay? Now, here is something that I want you to see. Remember, in your vision and goal area, your client has the ability to actually create goals for themselves. And when they create a goal for themselves, that goal will come up on their calendar as well as yours. In order for you to see what your clients have created, what goals your clients have created for themselves, or what goals you've created for them that you've actually put in the goal area of the vision and goal area, you simply click goal due dates. And I'm going to keep it as all. Now, I don't think I have anything for August, but I do believe that I have some in there for July. Let's just see if it's going to show me. No, it may not show me the past. There you go. Okay, there's June. Okay, see that in green? You reach that by saying goal due dates. Remember, there's a drop down box there. Okay, and then I put all as far as the status is concerned. You can also do it by client if you wanted to look up the goal due dates for a specific client. This is for all of the clients. Okay. So I wanted you to see that that's how you actually look up your goal due dates in your calendar. So let's go back to today. All right, so here's your calendar. Now, the main reason why people are asking about the calendar is two things. One is they want to know how it syncs to Google, and then they want to know how they can get their clients to be able to request meetings individually with them. So let me show you first about how to sync with Google. You just click Google Sync. Now mine is already turned on. If yours is not turned on, when you turn it on, you click the button to turn it on, okay? What will happen is it's going to ask you to sign into your Google Calendar. Now here's something that you need to understand. I'm not going to save this because I don't want to unsync it. So what you have to understand is that if you happen to be in Google already signed in, as I am, okay, what would happen is that your system will most likely automatically sign into the Google account, the Gmail account that you currently have open, okay? So it would be best for you if you have multiple Gmail accounts. I don't know about you, but I have a lot of emails. And I do have multiple Gmail accounts because my work with Life Coach Office is separate from my actual coaching work. So I do have 2 accounts for that. So when I needed to log in, I actually signed off of my Gmail account so that I could log into the right account. So make sure that you are signed out of Gmail, Google Calendar, okay? Then turn it on. And when you turn it on, it's going to ask you to sign into the Google Calendar that you want to sync. Okay, I've already done this, so I'm not doing it again. I just want you to see how to do it. Okay, hopefully that makes sense to you. Sign out of any Gmail that you're signed into, then click Google Sync and turn it on. Click that you want to turn it on, and it will prompt you to sign into the account. Sign into the account that you want to have access to your calendar. Okay, I think this is a good place for me to stop and see if there's a question. Okay, so if you are not using Google Sync, Google as your calendar, this is not going to work. Okay, our calendar sync only works if you're using the Gmail calendar. Now, I can tell you this because I do have my iPad, which obviously uses is something different, and so I sync my iPad to my Gmail. and then the Gmail syncs to the calendar. So my Gmail is, for all purposes, it is like my main email, you know, like my main, you know, my main calendar, my Gmail is. Any other calendars that I have will go into my Gmail. Now remember, this is a one-way sync, not a two-way sync. What that means is all of your appointments that you have here in Life Coach Office, they will export out to your Gmail. However, appointments that you have in your Gmail will not import into Life Coach Office. It is a one-way sync. So you want to get you want to have your coaching calendar here, yes, but just remember it's going to export out. So I don't know, many coaches are not full-time coaches. Let's just remember that. Many coaches are not full-time coaches, and many people want only one calendar, not 15 calendars. Consider this your coaching calendar, and let your coaching calendar go out to your main calendar in Gmail. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Let's tie in you putting your availability, and then maybe it will help some more. So you need to put in the hours that you are available for people to schedule appointments with you. Now, let me just say this, because we have such varied schedules. Many coaches, as I said, are not full-time coaches. Sometimes coaches may need a very flexible schedule. This availability calendar is really for people who know consistently when they're going to be able to coach, or consistently when they will allow people to schedule their own appointments. So you might decide that you only want people to be able to schedule the appointments with you on Wednesday morning. Anything outside of Wednesday morning, they need to text you, all right? You may say, you know, it's only one day a week, it's only 2 days a week, it's only 3 days a week that I'm going to allow people to request appointments with me. Other than that, we'll need to converse a little bit more because I have other things going on those days. Some coaches only coach certain days of the week, or maybe 1 or 2 days out of the week. And so they're only going to have limited availability. So with that in mind, when you put the schedule in, it's literally for days of the week, not weeks. Meaning, if you put in Tuesday from 9 to 5 you're available, then it's going to be Tuesday from 9 to 5 indefinitely. You can't say Tuesday from 9 to 5 in August, and then in September, I want it to be Tuesday only from 10 to 1. It has to be the same indefinitely, okay? You can definitely have exceptions to the rule, okay? So maybe you're going to be on vacation, and so you need to add an exception in there. I'm going to put that, let's see, from September 11th through September 17th. I'm going on the type of vacation where I don't want to do any kind of coaching at all. And that exception has been saved. And so now what will happen is that when a person goes into my calendar and they try to book me, they're not going to see availability in September. So let's just get to September. Okay. See, here's my vacation. So on these days, whatever schedule I typically had in for that week, a client will not be able to book me during that time. Okay, questions so far? I'm going to wait for a moment to give you an opportunity to type if you have a question. But sometimes people do get a little bit confused about how to use this part of the calendar. Okay, remember, the main thing to remember about calendaring is that when you put your availability in, it is your availability indefinitely. I coach on Tuesdays in the morning. I coach on Fridays in the afternoon. I coach on Wednesday the full day. And you know this to be true about your schedule, go ahead and put it in, because you can put exceptions to the rule in when you need to put exceptions to the rule. Okay. Works? Looks like that works. Okay, if you do have questions, if you're in the middle of typing a question, please go ahead and type it in. But for now, it seems to me that everyone knows how to do that. Now, you're probably wondering now, so how do I get my client to actually do this? If you are a member of the Life Coach Office users community on Facebook, today I went in and I actually uploaded a form for you so that you can send that form. It's a PDF to your client, and it gives them step-by-step instructions along with pictures on what to do in order to request a meeting with their coach. Please understand that when a person goes in and they are requesting a meeting, it is a request, it is not a confirmation. So they are very well aware of it. So when they go in and they request a meeting with you, they have to wait on your response to know whether or not the meeting is confirmed. Okay? It is simply a request, it is not a guarantee, because you may have something else that you're already scheduling, and this is, you have to be able to confirm it with them. And as a matter of fact, why don't we go there to Facebook so that you can see it. All right, so this is the Facebook Life Coach Office Users Community. Okay, I did just upload that here, how to request a meeting with your coach. However, in the future, if you go to Files in the Life Coach Office Community, you see this is one of the files that's there, how to request a meeting with your coach. So it'll always be there. You'll be able to just pull that up whenever you need to. Go ahead and pull it up, have it saved for yourself. You can actually upload it into your library with Life Coach Office, send it to your clients as an important document, put it in your welcome video area, which we're going to talk about in a moment. But at least you have, what did I do here? At least you have that available to them, okay? So we covered using calendar, what it is, what it isn't, setting up your availability. And okay, so let's go to our next question. Okay, so the next question is all about welcome videos. Okay, I had a question today that said they wanted to know if they could replace the Start Here videos. Okay, so when you have a client, your client gets 2 Start Here videos, and those videos tell them basically how to use the system. So when you click on Start Here, you get like all of this stuff, right? Your client doesn't get that because they don't have a need for that. When your client signs in their Start Here area, they get 2 videos, and these are Life Coach Office tutorials to show them how to utilize the system. Okay. Someone questioned, and it was the second time I got that question, so this is the reason why I said, you know what, let me go ahead and have this conversation with folks today, whether or not they can replace those videos with something else. The short answer is no, you can't replace the system videos. However, I do recommend and will show you where to put videos for your clients, and I recommend that you do this. If you have heard me ever on one of these webinars before, you have heard me say 1,000,000 times that every coach should have a classroom that is simply a welcome classroom. And that's all it is. And it is a quick video from you to your client, welcoming them to coaching with you, welcoming them to whatever program it is that they've had, that they signed up for. And telling them what to expect from coaching, giving them some of the policies, that sort of thing. So when you click on the welcome area here, it's a sample of what I believe you should do. So here is a welcome from your coach. When you click on it, it's just a video of me saying welcome to coaching, blah, 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 blah. There is a document here that says how to get the most out of coaching. You might want to create a document like that. How do your clients get the most out of coaching with you? I'm going to tell you, you definitely want to do this and tell them, make sure that they do their homework, that they be realistic, that they come to coaching ready and excited about coaching, that they are communicative with you not only during the coaching session, but throughout the week. When you guys are not actually in your coaching session call, whatever you think is going to be the best way for them to get the most out of their investment in coaching, you need to put that in a document and give that to them, okay? Then, of course, there's a life evaluator assessment. Some of you might have something like this, or maybe a values assessment that you want to give to them. Attach all of that to your welcome video. Go ahead and get them started on that. And this way, they will have that. They'll get that right away. They'll see the video. This is just another video that I downloaded from YouTube. It just says how coaching works. It's kind of cute. I liked it. And then it's just another motivational video. So you can have a classroom with as many videos as you want, with just one video with you, but it needs to at least be a video with you welcoming them. It should be short. Don't make it a 15-minute video. Short. This one is three minutes. Really, really short. With a couple of attachments, maybe an attachment of the policy, a generic agreement of some type if you wanted to, giving them the policies and the rules of engagement, what to do if they need to cancel at the last minute, what they can expect if they cancel at the last minute. All that good stuff should go right here attached to this, and it's there permanently. And because it's in your classroom, you can set it up so that everyone who is new to coaching with you, signing up with you, will actually have access to that. Okay? This is the place where you put videos that you want to put for your clients in your own welcome area. Now, if you have programs, okay, that you're running with people, in addition to your generic welcome, you want to have a welcome video. And I do suggest video as opposed to just audio. I know many coaches don't necessarily like video, but I think video is good because people get to actually see you. They feel closer to you. They engage with you more. You know, you want to bring, they're hiring you because of you. And so if they get to actually see your face and they get to see how you speak, how the intonations of your voice, how you move your head, how you smile, all of that makes a difference when you're trying to communicate with people. So you notice that ever since we switched over to Zoom and I started creating videos, I started actually allowing my face to be on video. I don't really like it, but I do get a lot of comments from you guys because you actually get to see, oh, there's a real person there. You get to see what I look like, and you actually see that I'm smiling when it sounds like I'm smiling. So it makes a difference to your client. So please, if you can, go ahead and create a video. It's nothing special, trust me. I just use the camera that I have set up inside my computer. It is nothing fancy at all. Quick, easy, breezy video. They will really appreciate it. They really will. Okay. So this is when you have a program that you're running, please create a video for that program, welcoming them to the program, giving them some information about the program. This is the perfect time to get all of your programs in your classrooms really tight and together, because as we migrate into the new classroom in another month or so, everything will migrate over seamlessly. And we're going to talk about that at the end of this webinar, but this is the time to do that. So if you haven't already done it, please do. So I just want to check any questions about this area at all, because this is where you want to put any videos of yourself to your client. So if you have any question about that, you can please just let me know. Okay, doesn't look like it. Again, if you are typing a question in the chat room, please go ahead and continue to do that. I will go back to it in just a moment. Okay, so another area that I want to talk to you about because of a question that I received is the library. So a person that emailed me wanted to know, I get a lot of questions about the library as far as people not really being sure about how to use it, okay? And the library is really an important area, because this is an area where you can just load it up with all kinds of documents and make them available to your clients, whether they're coaching with you on this particular subject or not. Here is an opportunity for you to market yourself to a captive audience who has already invested financially with you and emotionally with you. And maybe someone came to you in order to do some time management coaching, but they have no idea that you are a person who is like an expert at organizing, or an expert at creating resumes or job finding. Maybe you're an expert at something else. They have no idea. They've come to you for coaching about some other thing. This is a way for them to find out, because the classroom, they only have access to what they have financially invested in and what you have decided to share with them. But the library is a place where you can share a lot of things, right? So think of it like this. I'm your client. Like I said, I've come to you for time management help, but I go into the library and I suddenly see a document that's all about how to organize, or all about how to look for a job online, or maybe there's some information in there about eating healthy, and I actually wanted some information about eating healthy. You don't know that, but it's in there because it's something that you're really interested in. Now I start talking to you about this document I read in here about eating healthy, and you're like, oh yeah, well, I'm actually a health coach, and I love talking to people about that. So now you've just got me invested with you a little bit longer than what you originally anticipated. This is a great way to market to those who are already coaching with you. So what I'm going to show you is how another way to use this. Okay, so you have all these different documents for everyone else, but what about yourself? This is a great place for you to put all these documents that you maybe don't want to send to everyone, but you want to have them available to you so that you can send them as you need to. And you don't necessarily always have your computer with you. They're housed in your computer. You don't necessarily always have that. And I'm finding that not all of you are actually housing your information in a cloud. I suggest you do that because if you don't, you'll be like I have been in the past, where all of my information is housed on my computer. And my goodness, when that computer crashes, whew, major problems there, major problems, a lot of praying, right? So having your information on the cloud is another whole conversation. But how wonderful is it for you to be able to have all of your documents in a file in your life coach office? So you go to the library, you right click, you create a new folder. You're going to create it, My Coaching Documents. And it's only for the coach to view. And you're going to create that. Okay. The thing about the library is that everything appears in alphabetical order. Let me show you what you're looking at here. All of these documents here are documents, JPEG, there's a picture, PDFs, this is an MP4, which is music. These are all things that are not in a folder. Therefore, they appear first. At the bottom, these are all folders. Okay? These things are not associated with the folder right now. These things are all folders that may or may not have things in them because, as you know, this is my training portal. Hold on, I see I have a question there. I'm going to go there to the chat room for a moment. Okay, so the question is, where are the documents stored when uploaded in the library? They're literally there in the library, and I'm going to show you that in a moment. Okay, so my coaching documents. So here's the thing. Since this is, for me, my coaching documents, and I get to see all of the wonderful things that I created, I'd really like this to appear first. And since this appears in alphabetical order, I need to do something to make that happen. So I'm going to right click again. I'm going to edit this. And I'm going to change the name to number 1, my coaching documents. And now I'm going to save that. And look at that. Now it's here. Number 1, my coaching documents. That's where I want it. I really want it up top. Okay. Now, I'm right clicking, uploads. I want to create another folder because within my coaching documents, I want to have things organized. So the folder name is going to be assessments. Okay. Let's create that. Okay. And then I'm going to highlight my coaching documents, and I'm going to right click again, and I want another folder. And I'm going to add the new name of, I'm just going to say fun stuff. Okay, just creating 2 so that you can see what this looks like. So let's close the folder for a minute. Okay, now, as you can see, here's the library. Here are 2 coaching files. They're labeled number one, right? Because I want to be able to see them right away. These are files that are all not associated with any folder within the library. And then underneath that are all the folders for the library. If you click on them, they should open. So as you can see, there's something in there. There's something in there. There's nothing in there. You see that? Okay. Couple of things in there. Okay. When you click on my coaching documents, the one that we just created, there's 2 more subfolders. You can create as many subfolders as you want. So if you have assessments for, when they first start, and assessments for family, and assessments for, I don't know, whatever it is that you want, you can create as many subfolders as you want. All you have to do is highlight that area, right click, did the wrong thing, and then new folder. Okay, so now I want to just show you how to upload a document. Let's just put a document inside the assessment folder. So we're going to highlight the assessment folder, right click, click upload, and it's as simple as that. It tells you that only files under 40 megabytes, right? You can click add the files, and it's going to take you right to your computer. I'm just going to bring something in there just for the sake of bringing it in there. You highlight it, you click open, you click start upload. And there it is. It has uploaded successfully. It's there. So now I'm going to close everything so that you can see it. Okay. There's my coaching documents. The little arrow there is what I'm clicking on. There's my assessment. It opened up. And there's the document that we just uploaded. Okay. Oh, Carol, I'm reading your question. You're saying it says on your, but I'm not sure if you're talking about yours or ours. So I'm just going to answer the question. This document is within Life Coach Office. Okay. When you upload it to the library, it is not in, it's still in your computer, but a copy of it is now in your Life Coach Office library. So no matter where you log on to Life Coach Office from, whether it's another computer, a friend's computer, your phone, your pad, whatever it is that you log on to Life Coach Office from, when you go there, the document is there. It's inside Life Coach Office. We have it on our system. I think that that's the answer to that you're looking for. Okay, perfect, good, okay, yeah. So it doesn't take it away from your computer or where it is that you're getting it from, but it adds it. It takes a copy of it and it adds it to the library. Okay, now, some of you are saying, Kim, why do I want to do this? You want to do this so that you have all the files that you need whenever you need them. So maybe there's certain assessments that you don't want everyone to complete. Maybe you want everyone to complete the values assessment, so you just have that in the welcome to coaching file. But maybe there is an assessment about budgets, or maybe there's an assessment that you don't need for everyone. You're only going to use it for people, right, that you're working with budgeting. Or maybe there comes a point in time when you're working with them with budgeting. All right, now you're going to have it here. And then by having it here, you can now upload it to them into their important documents file. You can, and I believe that somebody here wants to know where's the important documents file, or you might want to be able to download it and email it or whatever it is that you actually give them access to it in the library. You can do that. Let me show you that while we're here. Okay, so my coaching documents. So this is the document, right? Let's right click it Let's copy it. And maybe you're just going to copy it now to the library. See, it says paste as child. You're going to paste it as a child. And then it's right here, learn to launch. Now that it's here, when you click on it and you go to edit, it still says only coach can view. You can now change that. You can make it all clients, or maybe you're giving it to this group of people in the path. Maybe it's just the people that are in your private coaching group. Maybe you are working with the group in September and you are going to send it there to them. Okay. This is how you can keep it in your private file, but still make it available to those that you want to make it available to when it's more than a group. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and save it that way. Take a look and see if there's a question. Nope. Okay. So now the important documents file. Let's just go to the home for a moment. Every client in their profile has, consider their profile a folder, like a paper folder. And every client has an important documents file. In that file, you put documents that are important to them. The importance documents file is seen by that particular client and you, not by anyone else. So when I go to my client, Dave Smith, who I love to pick on, okay, here's his important documents folder. And as you can see, we've been playing with some things, and we've uploaded a lot of things to Dave's important document file. This is where you can send them their specific agreement. You can have them upload it back to you once they've signed it. His life discovery workbook, how to get the most out of coaching. I sent it to him in addition to allowing him to have a copy of that in the welcome folder. I wanted to give him some motivational music, and so that's based on a conversation that we had, so I sent that to him. There's a bunch of things that are there. So if I want to upload something to his important documents file, this is Dave Smith, I simply upload, okay? And it's going to ask me to add files, and the same thing. Remember, Life Coach Office is repetitive over and over and over again. I can now just upload whatever I want to his file. Is opening up the computer that I'm currently on. Confirmation needed. Would you like to notify your client about the new file? I do want to notify him because I don't want him to just, how's he going to know? Guess, right? Yes, I want to do that. Okay, there you go. Okay, so wow, time flies. It is 2:50. Just going to check to see if you have any questions. Oh, what did I do? Did I stop sharing? Now you have a giant picture of me. There we go. That's much better. All right. No questions. If you do, just keep typing them out. I'm looking. All right. So there's something that I wanted you to see. Okay, so I showed you everything in the library that I wanted to show you. Awesome. All right, so there's back to registration again is something that I want you to see because I get this question all of the time. The question is, how do I get people to register for my program? Or how do I get people to register for coaching online? How do I do that? Very, very easy. All right. Here's our little gears. That's our system settings. We're going to go to client billing because you first need to create a service or a product and associate it with a price. When you create this service or this product and associate it with a price, this is what will appear on an invoice when you have to send an invoice. Keep that in mind because you want to make sure that it's a name that you don't mind people using. So we're going to call this August coaching call test. I'm just going to call it that for now. No, I don't want to call it a test. Just August coaching offer. Okay. And the price of this offer is going to be $150. Maybe I'm running some kind of special, certain number of coaching certain number of coaching sessions for $150, and we're going to save it. Now, this is exactly what you do, whether you have a service or you have a product or you have a class, like whatever it is that you're trying to sell. This is where you create the price for it, so that when you create an invoice for it, you have something to pull. Okay? Now that I've created the product, I need a link to go online, because I want them to go to my website, click on it, and just purchase it. I also want to be able to send out an email through email marketing and have them click on something and just register to purchase this item. So we're going to go to the setting again, and we're going to go to groups. Okay. And this is going to be a new group because I haven't done it before. And the title of the group is the same, August Coaching Offer. I'm just going to say August Coaching Offer. I want them to be able to register online. And what is it going to cost? So as you can see, every product or service appears here. Okay? Every one that you've ever created will appear here. I'm going to click August Coaching Offer. And then it's going to ask you, once a person joins, how long do you want them to have access? I'm going to give them 6 months to access it. Okay. Where it says set an end date for all members, no matter when they start, that's when you're running a program that's going to end at a certain time, no matter what. Okay. So you're saying they're coming to me in August, but they can also come to me in September, October, November. I don't care when they come to me, but on this date is when it ends. What I just did says, no matter when they start, they get to have this for 6 months. So if they actually sign up for the August coaching offer, let's say I still have it out there and published for them to purchase in October. I still have the August coaching hour offer out there on the world of internet on my website. I still have it out there for them to purchase. I haven't changed the name. I'm still calling it August Coaching Offer. And they join in November. From that, whenever November 1st, when they join, they have 6 months to access the system. Okay. If I chose this one and I set the date to be December 31st, even though they join on November 1st, they will no longer be able to access after December 31st. Okay. Now, this area has every course, every lesson that is not associated with a course, and every library resource listed that you have in the system. You get to decide what courses, lessons, library resources, if any, that you want them to actually have access to. So I want them to have the welcome. I want them all to have a goal folder, to get started, and I want them to have, for whatever reason, a monthly calendar. Okay? And I'm just going to click Save. Now, anyone that signs up will have access to all the things that I have just clicked off. But what's even better, August coaching offer, $150, available for 6 months. And this is the link. So when I click on that, online registration, here you go. This is what you're going to cut and paste, put on your website in a button. Did I say copy? Hold on. Yes, okay. You're going to put it on your website in a button. You're going to put it in your email marketing. You're going to send it in an email. Whatever you're doing internet-based, you're going to post it in your Facebook group, whatever it is that you're doing. This is what you're going to use as the link, and I'll show you in a moment what they're going to see. Okay? As a matter of fact, I'll show you now. I have to actually log out, though, in order for you to see it. So let's say that your client, your prospective client or whoever comes across the link. Now, your link will hopefully not be all of these numbers. It's embedded in a button. You've been able to put it in an email, and so it actually is a word that says click here. any of those things is going on with your HTML code. Now, when they click on that, they're going to get your branded page, and it's going to say register now, and it's going to say what they're registering for. This is the link to the August coaching offer, so that's the reason why it says register now, August coaching offer. But as you can see, it is the Life Coach Office Universal Coaching Systems logo and the background because it comes from me. If it were your account, it would have your logo and your colors. If it were my account, it would have my logo and my colors, okay? They're going to sign up with their email, confirm their email, create a password, confirm the password, put their name. They definitely have to select the time zone because if they don't, things get messy. So they have to select a time zone. When you are setting meetings up with people, their time zone matters, right? Because they need to be able to see your availability in their time zone. Once they click register, what will happen is that they're going to be taken to the next page, which is going to be for them to pay that $150 that corresponds with this link. If they don't, they would have partially registered in the system, but the registration would not be complete. Okay? They won't have access to the system until they actually pay. How about that? Any questions with this at all? I keep hitting stop share. I'm so sorry. I really want to just click the chat, which of course there's nothing in there. All right, any questions with this at all? Ooh, there is a question, I think. Nope, there isn't. Okay. Nope. Perfect. And with that, I have to tell you, time goes so quickly, but our time is up. Oh, it's been a wonderful hour with you guys, and thank you so much for participating and asking your questions. As you know, this video will go out into the Life Coach Office users community. It will be on Facebook. Oh, there is a question. I'll get to that in just a moment. It's going to be on Facebook for Universal Coaching Systems. And yes, I will post it in the private online coaches community as well. And let's just see what the question is. Oh, you're so welcome. You're very welcome, Carol. Thank you so much for participating. Next month, we're actually going to do a pretty cool class. It is something that was suggested by one of our coaches who's using Life Coach Office, and he asked that we actually talk about onboarding your client with Life Coach Office and how to actually use the system to communicate with the client. So I'm looking to do that. I think the date is going to be September 12th. I will most likely publish that between today and tomorrow, but look for that class. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to show you actually how to communicate with your client, and you'll see more pictures regarding what the system looks like from your client's point of view as well. But again, thank you so much for participating today. I hope that you have found that this is very helpful. Please, please, please email me at Life Coach Office. You can also complete a support ticket here. Let me know what kind of classes you are interested in having. I would love to create a class specifically with you in mind based on what it is that you're asking for. And of course, always in our Facebook group, specifically the Life Coach Office users community. Now, if you are not a part of that community, I'm going to ask you to please go to the Life Coach Office users community, and you can click and join. All right, now I'm going to end the call here. I'm going to stay on the line briefly because I want to show you a few things with the classroom. But for now, for those of you who need to go, this is me signing off from our August call. And as always, happy coaching.